One of the most important lessons I learned from coming out here for a couple of years now is that these little birdies, they sing and sing and sing. And they sing whether I'm here or not. It's like their singing comes without any condition. Now, if you can do something without any condition, you just want to do it, because it comes out of your soul. That is one of the biggest indicators that is most likely your purpose. Guys, today I want to talk about how to come face to face with your life's purpose. Hello, beautiful people of the world. This is Lula, and welcome to Awaken the Ego. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you and love you. How to come face to face with your purpose. Now, come to think about it, if you happen to have a spiritual awakening, this journey, guys, will lead you to your purpose. Now, this spiritual awakening, guys, is about stripping you of things that is not you, so that your real self can emerge. Now, when you go on this journey, guys, many of you will experience what we call ego death. Now, ego death can be very painful, but let me tell you something. It's about a stripping of layers one by one so that your real self can emerge. Because it's only when you live in your true authentic self, guys, you can be in your purpose. You cannot wear a mask and live in your purpose. That is why this journey, guys, is here to strip you off all the conditioning that you've been under for all this time. Now, what is the first way of coming face to face with your purpose? Is that, guys, finding your purpose requires for you to spend a lot of time alone. Now, when God calls you to be a person of purpose, guys, He isolates you from the crowd. Now, this isolation serves a very good purpose. Let me tell you something. Because you cannot be in a crowd and find your purpose. Therefore, God, guys, will isolate you. Now, it's in this isolation, guys, you get to ask yourself very important questions. Questions like, why am I here? Questions like, what is the meaning of my life? Many of you will have to go hermit for some time. And this hermit, guys, sometimes can be forced upon you by God or the universe. Even though it can be lonely, even though it can seem like there's nothing happening on the outside, let me tell you now, as the biggest blessing. Because it's in this isolation that you have a chance to turn within, where your purpose have been buried all along, just waiting for you to have a look. Me, myself, you know what I mean? I credit my purpose, finding my purpose, to this journey of a spiritual awakening. Before I had my spiritual awakening, I was leading my life based on my ego. It's like I was cruising around the world thinking, I could do this. This is better for me. I could do this because this, you know, can benefit me, or things that is just based on ego. It wasn't until my ego was stripped away from me, even though it was so painful, that I came face to face with my purpose. But that required for me to go hermit for a little while. In order for you to find your purpose, actually, this is very important, guys, you got to heal, particularly from your childhood trauma. You know what I mean? If you don't find a way to heal from your wounds, you're going to operate in a survival. And let me tell you something. The more you live in a survival, the more your purpose goes further and further and further away from you. Because when you try and live in a survival, all you're doing is trying to survive. If you're trying to survive, it's like you're trying to get away from danger. If you're trying to get away from danger, this is not a time for you to think about your purpose or the reason why you're here. You are simply trying to, exist or survive or find safety. That is why it's important for you to take the time to heal, guys. Before your purpose comes to you, there's got to be some issues that needs to be addressed when it comes to your traumas, guys. Seriously speaking. Now, on this journey, I've really had to look at myself, deep within myself, and heal. Even though this healing was very uncomfortable at times, but it was so necessary in order for me to find my purpose. Like before I had my spiritual awakening, I was into many, many different things. Driven by the ego. Was like, let me see how much money I can make so that I can be safe. Now, when I began to heal my trauma, which I'm still healing, by the way, it's an ongoing journey, it's like I lost like the majority of my motivation for survival. The only thing that remained for me was to keep making these videos, because this came out of my soul. And this purpose of mine, guys, I found it when I healed a lot of my trauma. So you cannot be in a survival and be in your purpose at the same time. All right, have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.